of my dad from a car accident. My dad's girlfriend, and my dad and I were on our way home from sea base when the man crossed the center lane and hit our car. He said he fell asleep. I fallen asleep and woke up to my little brother screaming, trying to wake me up. I realized I couldn't move my arms, so he had to unbuckle me. The car was on fire and someone had to break the sunroof. My brother helped push me out through the sunroof, and people helped us down. People helped carry us up to the building, where I was offered water and a sweater from a woman because I was freezing. Just then I saw Vinny, my mom's boyfriend, who is a police officer. He sat with my brother and I until my mom, my nana, and my pap got there. The fireman kept trying to keep me awake because I was tired and kept falling asleep. I had to have oxygen while in the ambulance waiting for the helicopter. My brother and I were on oxygen while in the ambulance waiting for the helicopter. My brother and I were flown to Children's Hospital. There was so many doctors and nurses when I got there. They started checking me over and running all kinds of tests. I had to be on oxygen again because it was hard to breathe. Once getting home, it was hard to be alone. I had to have my mom or my nana sleep with me because I had weird dreams. I couldn't do anything by myself because I had 2 broken arms, 3 fingers, and a concussion. The car accident happened in the summer of 2017, and it was only a few months until I started back to school. I was still dealing with my broken arms and my concussion. It was hard to start back to school because I didn't want anyone asking what happened. I couldn't stand the lights or the noise, so I wasn't able to do gym, music, computers, recess, and if I had a headache, I would go lay down in the nurse's office. I felt alone and no one to talk to. I found about the Highmark Caring Place through my trauma counseling, Leah. It was a lot of fun going to the Highmark Caring Place. I got to make my own slime, my own memory boxes, and all kinds of stuff. I got to do a lot of crafts. We would start our night with I am here for you, you are here for me, and we are here for each other. I made a lot of friends the first night. It was fun because I was in a group with kids my own age who had also lost their parents. It was a safe place for me and to talk to about what happened. If you go to the Highmark Caring Place in Pittsburgh, they have a sparkling sidewalk going into the place. If you go to the Highmark Caring Place, you will be able to talk about your feelings and to friends and family. It made me feel better and less angry, being able to talk to kids that have been through what I have been through. I got to make a quilt square in the memory of my dad. It had his firefighting companies on it. He loved the pens and he loved my brother and me. It has been 2 years since the passing of my dad, and the car accident still struggles with missing him. My birthday, Halloween, and everything just isn't the same. Since the passing of my dad, I now worry of anxiety about my mom passing. I still have anxiety and PTSD, but I have the support of my family and my friends and family and my newfound family, the Highmark Caring Place, because you are always welcomed. Welcome there. This is my story. Thanks.
She was involved in a car accident, and she was seriously injured, and she lost the little sparkle that was in her eyes, and no sooner than she had to deal with all these big emotions that she was dealing with, she had to go back to school, and she was still dealing with the injuries. And I was told by a teacher that when she was walking down the hallway that she's been at school, she was just completely blank-faced, looking around like she's never been there before. We found out about the Highmark Caring Place when we had to have them go to a trauma counselor, and their trauma counselor is the one who taught us about the Highmark Caring Place. I remember calling Laura the first time and making that first phone call, and just the conversation that we had over the phone, I immediately felt like the weight of the weight of the world was off my shoulders, and I could breathe again, just knowing this was exactly where my kids needed to be. Not only is the Caring Place a place that you can feel safe and secure, but the kids get to be with their own kids, their own age, and work through their emotions that they're feeling. And I mean, honestly, I had no idea as a parent how to even help her, because she had become so angry and kind of pulled inwards towards herself, and I just didn't know what to do anymore. Coming to the Caring Place, they gave me all the tools that I needed to help her work through it. But not only did she get the tools, I also was involved in a group, and I didn't realize that I needed it too. After a few sessions coming here, I finally got to see the spark come back in her eyes. And I mean, look where she's at now. She's up here and she's speaking about everything that she's gone through, and we couldn't have done that without the Caring Place. The Caring Place is such a wonderful place for families who are grieving. The moment you walk in, you just feel a sense of peace and tranquility. All the volunteers feel like your dearest friends that you've known for years. And obviously, she walks around now as though she's their family, and that you couldn't ask for anything else. So thank you for all coming, and I hope that we can help take all this information back to the schools and you can help the other students. Thank you.